Chat. I am your host, Nizzy, and in this video, you guys are going to be breaking down the Packers' recent victory on Sunday afternoon football against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Packers were able to take it by a final score of 27-17. Was going to come out with this video a little bit sooner, you guys, but I've been busy the last few days, so I thought better late than never. Right real quick before we get started here, if you can go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Been getting a lot of support from you guys lately, man. It means a lot to me. We're going to keep coming out with as much content as possible for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start breaking down this game. Like I said, it was 27-17 final score for the Green Bay Packers. Pretty stout game all around for us. Obviously, we're dealing with a bunch of injury woes. Obviously, Elton Jenkins didn't play. We still got Bakhtiari out. Unfortunately, Jair ends up going down with a shoulder injury, trying to tackle Najee Harris in the backfield on a fourth down play. Pretty unfortunate. Obviously, with Kevin King has also been dealing with concussion and illnesses in the last 2 weeks, so he has not played at all, which to me was kind of benefiting our defense anyways, because I didn't really like what I seen from Kevin King at the cornerback position. Eric Stokes, I thought, has been doing a real nice job in the starting role. Obviously, with Jair being out, we're going to have some questions to answer. We'll have to see if we go and pick somebody up. That's a free agent. I know Stephon Gilmore just recently got released by the Patriots. Maybe the Packers will be looking into him. Possibly. It would be probably a good fit for us, getting a nice veteran presence at the cornerback position in the room. So we'll have to see what the Packers decide to do there, depending on how severe of an injury it is to Jair Alexander. I would expect us to go and sign somebody like Stephon Gilmore if Jair is going to be out long term. We'll have to find out more in an injury report later on this week. Probably find out maybe today or tomorrow. But nonetheless, a great game from the boys. Ended up having 23 total first downs comparatively to the 17 first downs given to the Steelers. We were 9 of 15 on third down, so our third down efficiency was good. Obviously, Randall Cobb came in clutch on a lot of those third down plays. Him and Aaron Rodgers were having that connection reunited. And basically, Randall Cobb's first breakout game since being back as a Green Bay Packer. Obviously, MVS wasn't playing in this game. He is out with a hamstring. Just got put on the short-term IR. So we can expect to see a lot more of Randall Cobb in the next few weeks here. I thought he had a phenomenal performance, being able to get open and being that security blanket for Aaron Rodgers on third down. Overall, nice performance from us. We dominated the time of possession as well, 34-41 time of possession comparatively to the Steelers' 25 minutes and 19 seconds time of possession. So we basically beat them by about 10 minutes of time of possession there. Was able to force a turnover late in the game for that interception on Ben Roethlisberger. A nice interception by Eric Stokes, his first in the NFL. So credit to him for being able to get that one to ice the game there at the end of the game. Obviously, we had that huge sack fumble by Kingsley Keke as well. That was a big-time play, being able to get the ball back in our hands and go down and drive it for a touchdown. So overall, I liked what I seen from the defense, you guys, especially with some of the big-time names being out. Zadarius Smith is gone on long-term IR now after his back surgery. Losing Jair mid-game there. Obviously, Chris Barnes didn't play. So we got some big-time names out, and we still performed pretty well on the defensive side of the ball. Really didn't allow Pittsburgh's offense to get rolling too much, other than that maybe that big play that they had in the first quarter to go up 7-0 there. They dropped in a dime to Deontay Johnson for the tud. That was a nice throw by Big Ben. Other than that, you could see he was missing a lot of his throws throughout the day. Just looks like a former shell of himself. Does not look like the same quarterback that we're used to seeing in Big Ben there of years past. Guy's looking like he's a little bit washed right now. Thought maybe he was going to have a good game after he threw that big long bomb to Johnson in the first quarter to take that 7-0 lead, and then after that you could just see him miss so many underneath throws. He missed a couple daggers to Juju Smith-Schuster that probably would have been touchdowns if he didn't miss those throws. So just a lot of missed throws from Big Ben. He ended up finishing 26 for 40 for 232 yards with 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 fumble. So not a great game from him. Good job by the Packers, though, forcing him to throw the ball 40 times. We really didn't allow Najee Harris to get going, and that run game was pretty much non-existent for them. They had 15 carries for 62 yards and 1 touchdown for Najee Harris. So we really didn't allow the guy to get going. It's been a huge improvement with Joe Barry and our run defense, you guys. I mean, comparatively to last year, we are a lot better in the run defense. I don't think we've allowed, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure most of our games are not even allowing over 100 rushing yards to the opposing team. So we've just been a lot more stout on the defensive side of the ball. stopping the run. I've just noticed that guys are just gain tackling a lot better. Everyone's, making their way to the ball a lot quicker. And we're just building that wall at the line of scrimmage, not allowing those guys to break through for big yardage. So I really liked what I've seen, especially when we're missing key guys like Zadarius Smith, Chris Barnes, and we're still able to step up and kind of hold them down in the run game, which has been super impressive so far. Our pass rush has been improved as well since week 1 and week 2. We've been able to get a lot more pressure on the quarterback lately. Rashawn Gary's been stepping up big time. Kinsley Kiki's had a nice performance. Kenny Clark's been just a dominant force on the inside of that defensive line for us so far to start the season. On the offensive side of the ball for the Green Bay Packers, just been churning the chains quite consistently. Aaron Rodgers is looking back like he's in that MVP form after that tough week 1 performance against the Saints. He ended up finishing the day with 20 for 36 passing, 248 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also had a rushing touchdown there. So just a nice solid performance from him, distributing the ball. A.J. Dillon had a nice little breakout performance. First good game of the season from him with 15 rushes for 81 yards. Aaron Jones had a bit of a rough time in the run game. Wasn't able to break for any big-time runs, but he still had 15 carries for 48 yards. A little bit lower in the average yards per carry. But nonetheless, we still got him his touches. He did a lot better in the passing game. He had 3 catches for 51 yards. So still close to that 100 yards of scrimmage for Aaron Jones. Still being that multifaceted running back that we need. Randall Cobb, like I said, with a huge breakout game, 5 catches for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Might as well call him Mr. Third Down after last game there against the Steelers. I mean, he was just coming up so clutch in those third down and long positions. Aaron Rodgers obviously has the trust in him to make the play down the field. 2 really nice touchdowns for Randall Cobb as well in that game. Devontae Adams still steady Eddie there with 6 receptions for 64 yards. Alan Lazard had 2 catches for 33 yards. Like I said, we had Eric Stokes with the interception. Rashawn Gary had a sack. Kiki had a sack. Kenny Clark was able to recover that fumble that was forced by Kinsley Kiki in the strip sack. So overall, a nice performance from the team. Nice to see us hold another opponent under 20 points. Again, that's the second time this season. Obviously, the opponents we're holding under 20 points aren't, high-flying offenses in the Lions and the Steelers. Their offenses haven't been clicking at a high pace. But, the defense has been solid for the amount of injuries we've been dealing with. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Jair Alexander when we get some more information on that. Obviously our safeties have still been good in Adrian Amos and Darnell Savage on the back end there. So we'll have to see what happens with all these injury woes going on with the team right now, you guys. Despite all the injury woes, we're still winning, still able to keep that winning streak alive. We're at 3 games now. Got a big game coming up against Cincinnati this week. On Sunday, I believe it's a away game in Cincinnati. This could be one of those trap games again. I thought that the Pittsburgh game would have been a trap game where we could have lost that one, but Big Ben is just not looking like a guy who's going to be able to perform at a high level anymore, unfortunately, just with his age and his regression of talents at the quarterback position. The Packers were able to hang on for the victory quite easily here at 27-17. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher challenge against the Bengals, who are 3-1 so far this season. They've looked a lot better on both sides of the football. In Joe Burrow's second season, he's looking a lot better now, coming off of that knee injury. He's looking a little more comfortable inside that pocket. Got his confidence back comparatively to the preseason. Jamar Chase has been outstanding for them, so we're going to have to be on top of our game here. Like I said, this could be one of those trap games, especially on the road. So we're going to have to bring the heat down into Cincinnati there and try and go for another road victory. We'll have to see what happens in that game, you guys. Should be a fun one. Would love to get your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. How do you think we fared against the Steelers? What do you think our chances are of taking it to the Bengals here this coming Sunday to move to 4-1? Hopefully on the season, you guys. Like I said, would love to get your opinion in the comment section down below. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and every video on my channel means a lot to me, man. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Like I said, you guys, I appreciate all the support, and this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat. Bye, everyone.